When people find out that I am studying variation in menopause experience, their response is always, "But Abby, you're so cool, young, hip and trendy. Why on earth do you care about menopause? It's just when a woman reaches a certain age." And little do they know that in that sentence, they are actually outlining why we're looking at menopause variation, how we're looking at it, and how on earth it is so interesting. So let's start with the word woman, because menopause is a uniquely human female phenomenon. It is the cessation of menstrual cycles within humans. And what we want to do is look at menopause as the end of the reproductive system. I don't need to be the first person to tell you, ladies in the room here, that your menstrual cycle is intense. When you have ovulation, when you have menstruation, your reproductive tract becomes inflamed, and that produces a lot of damage in the cells, which causes cellular aging. So what we want to do is look at menopause as the end of female reproduction and see whether or not the cumulative impact of all of that menstruation, all of that ovulation, might affect rates of aging, which ultimately affects variation in age of menopause. The next word that we're looking at is age, because menopause is an aging process. It is the aging of the female reproductive system. And we want to look at it as an aging process, especially in relation to the aging of the rest of the body. And why is that? Because physiologically, they're underpinned by very similar processes. So what we want to know is whether or not the factors that affect overall rates of aging might also affect rates of ovarian aging. And we're looking at things like socioeconomic status in early life. And why is that important? Because there's a sort of predominant assumption within Western biomedicine that menopause causes aging. But we want to look at it as a byproduct of aging, therefore producing different research questions. And then the final word is just. Is menopause just when a woman reaches a certain age? And the answer is no. It is a complex biosociocultural phenomenon here, which is co-produced by biology, society, and culture. For biology, you have age of menopause, you have symptomatology of menopause, you have how long the menopausal period lasts. In society, you have to understand the positionality of the menopausal women within power structures in society. Think of that in politics, in the workplace, in healthcare, and in the family. And then finally, we have culture. What does menopause mean to the women who are undergoing it? Is it the harbinger of death and doom, the beginning of decay? Is it the beginning of a new life? You don't have to worry about periods. Or is it just something that you control with HRT? But certainly one thing's for sure, way more than a certain age, and that's why I'm studying it.